Hey everyone, it's Lindy. Why every solopreneur should find their tribe. Every solopreneur should have a tribe of business owners who they can call up for a coffee and a chat. We need more than a business-like networking event to get us out of the house. I'm talking about a group of go-getters who are on the end of the phone to offer support and guidance because they know what it's like to run their own business. We've all heard of the concept of finding your tribe. It's become one of these trending notions on social media alongside the ambiguous hashtag and envious squad goals. Years ago, I took the leap into the realm of solopreneurship by starting my own business. Although this was something I did in contended isolation, I have quickly realized that I was missing a tribe of like-minded souls that can support me and I them on the journey. I had a dream to work for myself and create a location-independent business that could see me working from anywhere with a Wi-Fi connection. As a vagabond with a passionate wanderlust, I pictured myself working from cute, quirky cafes dotted around the world and exploring on my days off, as I love travel. The reality of working from home hit home, excuse the pun, the autumn of 2011. I registered as a self-employed, built a website and began the daunting process of reaching out to prospective clients. Sitting at a desk alone in my house, it wasn't long before I craved some outside interaction. Being location independent may be one thing, but feeling isolated was something I'd never anticipated. Sticking to a work routine was surprisingly difficult. With the whole day stretched out ahead, who can be forgiven for thinking there is time in the day to fit in your work? However, with the simple distractions around the house, I found my work time was diminished by those quick tidy-ups and/or elongated lunch breaks. I'm sure more than ever, people around the globe can sympathize with me, as this is a global reality for the moment. Although perfectly comfortable in my own company, I found it that having no one to share my trials and tribulations with whilst setting up my business was hard. With no bustle of a typical office around me, there was no one to act as a sounding block. And perhaps more crucially, I began to realize I was lacking a connection with the outside world that I had established through my corporate career. I realized I was missing interaction with other people that boosted my spirits. I had gone from chatting daily to people, constant training and updates to industry trends, to sitting in a splendid, isolated inside my four walls at home. If I didn't nip it in the bud, all this had the potential to kill my motivation, my creativity, and sparkle. I came across women, especially now, that share my feelings I had back in 2011. What struck me as most poignant was that I had endeavored to work alone, yet I was craving the company of others. Whilst I'm thankful for not feeling too stressed over my working situation, I knew that it was definitely time to tap into a support network in real life. Online communities can be very supportive, and it's definitely worth finding a few to join. But at the end of the day, nothing beats eye-to-eye contact, a smile and a conversation over a glass of wine when we are allowed. Here are a few reasons why it's important for small business owners to find their tribe. Number 1, a support network. It's increasingly inspiring to immerse yourself amongst a group of people who are all on a very similar yet incredibly varied path. Joining together for the common goal of lifting each other up helps to keep motivation and happiness levels high. Number 2, of people who get you. Not only will these people offer guidance and support when you need it, their advice will be on point because they get you. They understand what it's like to be self-employed and building your own empire one brick at a time. A small business owner has to wear many hats at once: finance, marketing, product development, and some things will come more naturally than others. Finding a tribe of people who empathize with the difficulties of having to be all things at once is invaluable. It's a safe environment to share your struggles because it's likely that you will be met with a dozen nodding heads. An opportunity to make connections. Notice that I didn't use the word network here. Networking is great for growing your business, and I strongly recommend that any small business takes the time to network in person. However, finding your tribe is less about straightforward networking and more about spending time with people on a similar journey to you. Making connections, even making friends, is often a far less daunting process than the rather standoffish network procedure. Sitting down with a glass of wine in a relaxed setting with a friendly, engaged group of women can feel incredibly refreshing. With no pressure to do the hardcore sell, make referrals or work the room, there's time to make deeper, genuine connections. From these conversations, it is quite likely that collaborations will grow in a much more organic way. Local knowledge. Whether you've lived in your area for years or are the newbie in town, the benefit of tapping into other people's local knowledge can be enormous. Looking for recommendations for something business related or the best farmer's market to take the in-laws for Sunday lunch? Whatever you are stuck with, it's guaranteed that someone will have a suggestion for you to follow up. A social event. It sounds simple, but writing in the date of the next time you will meet with your tribe is incredibly motivating. When that day rolls around, you will relish the opportunity to down tools and head out for an enjoyable evening or morning, surrounded by like-minded people. It will give you a sense of purpose, of belonging, and pride in yourself as a business owner to go out and be the face of what you do. I've been finding Instagram has been an incredible platform for me to network and make connections online with a variety of other businesses. More specifically, it has enabled me to identify and reach out much more easily to local businesses and individuals in my area in a less formal way than sending a cold email. At Win at Work, we created a female-only networking morning in 2019, when we still had the freedom to meet and gather together. The event helped women to network, learn from, mentor sessions, and get inspired, thanks to panels, keynotes, spotlighting today's brightest female entrepreneurs, creatives, and women of influence in their industry. I created a place I needed back when I started. It was exactly the tonic I needed for my gin. Here at Win at Work, we know that being a girl boss or an inspiring career girl can be a pretty lonely place, and we thought that we could help to reduce even a tiny bit of what isolation you're feeling. Well, then that's going to have a positive effect on your overall girl boss well-being and success. We are all about creating a community of like-minded women, an ecosystem of support, and we have a real passion for wanting to create something you can feel a part of, which fits and supports what you are about. For me, finding my tribe gave me the opportunity to build a community of like-minded businesswomen who could relate to my experience. The aim isn't necessarily to refer businesses to each other, although that would be a perk, of course, but more to feel genuinely supported in a relaxed, friendly environment and to counterbalance the isolation felt as a solopreneur. If you know a girl boss solopreneur, be sure to share this video with her to help her to find her tribe, because we all need it. We all are women on a mission that if we rise together. Thanks for following along. Please go and follow us on social media or on our YouTube channel, and be sure not to miss our podcast, the Win at Work podcast, that will tell you about incredible women and their journeys. Thanks for listening.